What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics, and as you see below, it's the reason why you clicked on the video, we have a Jethro Tull reaction to the song My God, brought to us by our friend, longtime supporter and patron of the channel, Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. Always enjoy chatting with you. This song ought to be an interesting one. I did a little research on it. It's the first song on the second side of the iconic Aqualung album that came out in 1971, and it was written by Ian Anderson. And here's what he had to say about it. He said, "My God," the first track of side 2, isn't a song against God or against the idea of God, but it is against gods and the hypocritical church of the establishment. It's a criticism of the God they choose to worship. Wow. This one ought to be fun because I am a Christian. I'm a devout Christian. Used to be a pastor years ago, serving the ministry a little bit, and I got my feelings about today's Western church and the majority of them, and it's not a good feeling. So this ought to be a great one. I'll have the lyrics up. As always, always appreciate you, Melissa. Let's get after this. Already building up that angst, man. It's a great way to start this.
What have you done? Locked him in his golden cage. Golden cage. Made him bend to your religion. Him resurrected from the grave. From the grave. He is the God of nothing, if that's all that you can see. You are the God of everything. He's inside you and me. So lean upon him gently and don't call on him to save. You from your social graces, oh, and the sins you used to wave. You used to wave. The bloody Church of England in chains of history. Requests your earthly presence at the vicarage for tea.
Great instrumental breakdown. Great way to build the angst of the song that he has in here.
And the graven image, you know, with his plastic crucifix, he's got him fixed. Confuses me as to who and where and why, as to how he gets his kicks. He gets his kicks. Confessing to the endless sin, the endless winding sounds. You'll be praying till next Thursday to all the gods that you can count.
Jethro Tull, my God, what a song. And you know, it's over 7 minutes long. It doesn't feel 7 minutes long, but it shows you the, you know, I don't know a lot of Tull at all. I've only heard a few of their songs on live streams. I actually did a reaction to one from Melissa a few months ago. But what I do see with them is they understand how to use the instrumentation, not just sometimes really good instrumentation in songs is just because, hey, this guitarist is good, let's let him play. This actually lends to the song, right? It starts out with that acoustic and it builds almost an angst. It builds this feeling. And then Ian comes in and sings. And of course, you're going to have the flute. You're going to have a rollicking guitar in there that's fantastic. And then we're going to end out again with the flute solo and the solo guitar. But the subject matter itself, it lends so well to it. So he's going to people, what have you done? Locked him in his golden cage, made him bend to your religion, him resurrected from the grave. A lot of people I really think he's talking about Catholicism in particular, but you can talk about any sort of westernized religion where, you know, the gathering of finances seems to take a heightened importance. Not the finances to help people in need or to run the church, but finances to have above and beyond the big salaries, the massive mansion-like buildings. He is the God of nothing if that's all that you can see. You are the God of everything. He's inside you and me, people thinking they're their own God. So lean upon him gently and don't call on him to save you from your social graces and the sins you used to waive. Then he gets personal, right? He goes into the bloody Church of England in chains of history, who, you know, the Church of England, they broke from Roman Catholicism because Rome refused to grant an annulment for Henry VIII from his marriage to Catherine of Aragon. So that's how the Church of England got established. So he's calling that out. Then we get that nice solo, the flute solo, the solo guitar, and then he just kind of kind of finishes out, confessing to the endless sin, the endless whining sounds. You'll be praying till next Thursday to all the gods that you can count. He might be calling out there, a lot of people don't follow God. Like I said, I'm a Christian. They don't follow God, whatever God it is, until they're in a bad situation. Medical scare is usually the situation, or, some sort of dire situation. Then all of a sudden they reach out, and, it's why when there's a horrible situation, a weather situation, or those sorts of things, and in the aftermath and people lose their lives, you see people flood churches to reach out during that time, because in their spirit they know there's a higher being, but they don't really want to get into it in their day-to-day lives. But when they're in that difficult situation, they go there. I think he's kind of calling that out. I really like this song. It's an interesting song, man. I need to get into this album, but I did good because I didn't wax too philosophical on the Western church, because I could really do that. Being a Christian, it saddens me. And Ian's calling this out back in 1971, and originally did a version of the song actually in 1969 that I didn't really get into on the research. But as always, appreciate you, Melissa. Appreciate everyone for hanging out and checking this out, guys. Let me know what you think of this song. Anything else I should check out from the great Jethro Tull. And until next time, I will see you.